What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Run My Crypto. Hopefully you guys are doing extremely well today. We're going to talk about Jasmy in 2023, what Jasmy had done to put themselves in a great position to go into 2024. Thrusters on, all systems go, full blast. I think Jasmy is going to be one of the biggest projects that has great momentum in 2024. Alongside other great projects, but Jasmy will definitely cover some ground. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Jasmy Chain, and we're going to talk about the lockup that Jasmy has in store for 2024. Let's go, guys. Let me just break it down to you why Jasmy is going to be the best. So make sure you guys watch all the way through the end, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video. First off, let's look at these amazing charts, how Jasmy has continuously stayed on a nice upward trend. Yes, it hasn't shot up to where we thought it would be, that 1 cent mark, but right now we have people, working their dumps on their taxes and their losses and so on and so forth, but this is to be expected. However, it has not really affected Jasmy in a real negative way. Jasmy is basically staying at that 0065 mark, and that is just basically telling us, and this is a very telltale sign of why Jasmy is healthy, why it's staying on this upward trend, and it's only going to go higher and higher. This is my belief. I think we have Bitcoin ETFs that are about to hit. We have the Bitcoin halving ahead of us. We have some inflation decreases. We have a lot of positive news, a lot of positive sentiment for the markets, for cryptocurrency. I think that people are saying that it may crash, it may go down, we may take a hard pullback, but I don't know. It doesn't seem that way. It seems like all the cryptocurrencies that have been moving are consistently moving, and I'm seeing a positive vibe in the cryptocurrency space. So I think there's tons of people that have gotten into cryptocurrency since 5 years back. I think there's a lot more people involved, a lot more retail money coming in, and we still have institutional investors that have not even stepped foot into crypto that basically will. Crypto is not going nowhere, and Jasmy is one of those projects that is essential to Web3 decentralization. Now, with the Internet of Things and data democracy and Jasmy moving into different spaces within cryptocurrency, accumulating massive partnerships over 2023, all that tough, hard work that Jasmy put in is going to start reflecting into 2024. So looking at their social media following, we see that there's more activity going on, more users that are getting involved. So all this positive information is going to drive Jasmy to that 1 cent mark very soon, and then we'll start moving into the 10, 20, 30, and can we see that dollar by the end of 2024 and maybe the beginning of 2025? I think this is highly possible, and this is why Jasmy is important. And then seeing these charts reflects why Jasmy can do some major moves in 2024. So let's get into Jasmy as a company, a project, and what they're doing on some of their social media platforms. All right, so we're here on Jasmy Management Twitter page, and this is essentially where we get all of our marketing communication for Jasmy to understand what's consistently going on. So if we take a look at the Twitter website, some of the most exciting information is just learning about exactly what Jasmy has been doing, and it seems like Jasmy has been reaching out to exchanges to be able to get on exchanges in the Japanese markets, and obviously go full scale and get on more exchanges around the globe to basically put Jasmy on the map and get a lot more partnerships going. We know that they have Kana Labs for marketing side of things. We have DWF Labs for marketing. So they basically put their marketing for both sides. They've got marketing covered for their computers and the PC software, secure PC software. They got the marketing side covered for exchanges. They jumped on Deepcoin, and then obviously xt.com. So they're consistently grabbing more exchanges. And this is going to really drive Jasmy to get exposure in 2024. It's like they've done the work for the project to be able to get out and take a grasp of data democracy, and now it's about time we're getting on those exchanges to get the transparency out there for Jasmy, for other people to get invested into Jasmy through big decentralized exchanges and some centralized exchanges. So this is very critical to the forward momentum for Jasmy, especially coming into 2024. So if you just kind of pan through here, Jasmy management basically puts all the information out from Hera, which is the CFO of Jasmy, and any little changes that happens, they're really going out there and trying to be as transparent as possible. I know one of the biggest cons right now is Binance and being on the innovation zone. There is a way to assist in that, but from my understanding that Binance is going to do a valuation on that in the next couple weeks, and we may see Jasmy come off the innovation zone in Binance. Now, many people think that that's extremely important. I get it. Binance is probably one of the biggest exchanges in cryptocurrency, but don't discredit exchanges like Coinbase, and the thing is that, we don't want to always be, especially as a cryptocurrency project, you don't want to be tied to, the success of one cryptocurrency exchange. You want to be able to have that, that expansion, to other cryptocurrency exchanges, where we don't rely on just one cryptocurrency exchange to be successful. And I believe that's what Jasmy's understanding. So that's why I believe they're spreading out into bigger spaces of exchanges to be able to get Jasmy out there, to get more, more hands-on availability to invest into Jasmy, which is what we want to go. That's the path that we really want to take. If we could get our focus, away from, just, relying on Binance as, the success of Jasmy, I think we'll be in a lot better shape. We'll be in a better position because, just thinking out loud, if I was only successful because I was on one exchange, that would really make my value, I would really have to assess my value because, I think Jasmy has more, success ahead of them just by spreading out even on little exchanges, because if you have a bunch of little exchanges that Jasmy could be on and it's accessible for people in different countries around the globe, then the numbers compound. If Binance were to shut down, does that mean that Jasmy has no future? Absolutely not. That's why Jasmy's positioning themselves to get into other exchanges to make sure that they're more secure. Being on Coinbase in the United States for Jasmy is a plus because, as people start to adopt into Jasmy and understand the value that Jasmy has as a project for the future, it solves problems. Jasmy solves problems. Jasmy allows people to take back control of their data. They're getting into, being able to purchase a computer that has software that Jasmy has created to be able to protect themselves while using, a pretty much a hardware computer that's sitting in front of your face. And having that integration built in there, I mean, that's huge. Not a lot of companies are doing that, especially cryptocurrency companies. And then, they go into even military grade computers, being able to have the military use Jasmy computer, and the software. So that just tells you that how robust it is as a software, as a program, that Jasmy is going to continue going forward. And I know that the charts have been challenging over the past couple months, but I mean, all in all, if you really look at the charts, it's really climbing, it's trending up, it's building slowly but surely. If you think about the race between the turtle and the hare, obviously the hare, there's some projects that just skyrocket up, but what happens? They run out of gas. They did too much too soon. Jasmy's like the turtle, where it's building and building and building and building, and at the end of the day, when it gets to them high levels, we're not going to see it plummet out of nowhere, because as it starts to build up, we're building those levels of resistance coming back down. So it's not going to fall through very easily, because the amount of resistance that the amount of support that we're building up is going to not allow that price to fall through the cracks that easily. It's going to have a very strong support level coming down to retest these levels. So, if we do see Jasmy get to, 30 cents or 50 cents, we're not going to see it just plummet down, because the support levels that have been built along the way. So the last thing that I really want to touch on is the type of impact that not only we have the partnerships and we have, you know, Jasmy marketing and going into other exchanges, the big play for the price and the valuation of Jasmy coin is determined on two major things, and this is going to be, number one is going to be Jasmy chain, how they bring in a lot of more liquidity through the EVM. Now that's going to provide, you know, access to Jasmy and money to be able to be induced into Jasmy, because, you know, they're creating basically a new on-ramp to get into Jasmy and providing the liquidity through the EVM. Now, the second thing that's going to be pretty massive, and, you know, if this does play out to about 75% of, you know, tokens associated with Jasmy, and that's why I say tokens associated with Jasmy, because we don't know if it's going to come out of, you know, the total supply of Jasmy, or it's going to come out of supply that's been allocated to Jasmy holders or Jasmy developers. You know, there's different buckets of money that are tied into Jasmy when it comes to the tokenomics. So when we really get a clear understanding of where the money is going to come from, or where the tokens are going to come from, and that how these are going to be locked up and how that's going to play a big role, I mean, that could really change the game for Jasmy significantly. I mean, we could literally go from, you know, 1 cent value to, you know, 50 cents or 30 cents, like from here to there, because not because we're going to jump up and skyrocket because you know, the demand or the money inflow into, but when you take supply away from, you know, a cryptocurrency, and you look at Bitcoin, and that's how, you know, that's how it goes. When Bitcoin supply is taken away, the demand, the price, the value for it goes up. And I think that with Jasmy, they are kind of really wanting to get into the same you know, example of like Bitcoin. So if they take away, you know, a big chunk of your supply of Jasmy, then obviously the demand is going to go up and the value is going to go up, because you're actually making or creating scarcity for the coin. Now, when you create scarcity for a coin and these coins are gone and they're out of the picture, and hopefully they're burned, because we don't want them to be reintroduced to you know, the total supply of Jasmy again. And this is really, like I said, this is why we're going to see a huge impact of valuation for Jasmy in the market cap sense, in the price sense, because you're removing you know, actual inventory for customers to purchase. Now that's going to make Jasmy a hot commodity, especially going into 2024, and it's kind of the perfect storm for Jasmy to go into these levels that, you know, no one's ever seen before, and no one ever thought that Jasmy could go into, because you're taking away some supply, you're creating demand for this coin, you know. And then you look at the sentiment of the market, you have the halving coming, you have ETFs coming, you have all this influx of money and people and new institutions and investors that are coming in, and they start to see the demand of Jasmy working, and then they understand the type of project long term, because Jasmy does solve problems. Jasmy has utility for users. Jasmy is a huge part of Web3 decentralization. Once these individuals and investors and, you know, different narratives of investors come in, they see that, and, you know, it's going to cause Jasmy to really skyrocket in price. And I think people are missing out on this because they don't understand what the process looks like and the timing of the process. I mean, it's just like I said, it's the perfect storm. You got Jasmy creating scarcity, you got new investors coming in the market, and, you know, the Bitcoin halving, you know, and then looking at interest rates decreasing, the economy for, you know, preparing for elections in the United States. I mean, economically, it just makes sense, and, you know, it just all goes together, like the puzzle kind of starts to fit. And once you realize this is where you would understand how important it is for Jasmy to continue doing what they're doing and make sure they deliver on the lockup of tokens, make sure they deliver on Jasmy chain. So finally, to close this all out, I hope you guys got a good understanding about how Jasmy can perform in this up and coming bull run. I hope you guys understand how the Q4 or the actual lockup is going to affect Jasmy in a positive way for the valuation of the coin. Make sure you guys check out my Patreon, the 10x squad. The link is in the description. Right now I'm running a special of $20 a month to get in through New Year's Day. There's only 20 spots available, actually 19 left, but this is for you to help yourself increase your knowledge in crypto. I set targets up there for cryptocurrency projects. So basically now through April till we hit the Bitcoin halving, I'm going to set target valuations for different projects, the narratives, the AI projects, and so on and so forth. So make sure you guys check that out. It could change your life if you don't know much about crypto. It'll help you get there to where you want to be. So check it out. Link is in the description. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, guys. Be safe out there. This is New Year's weekend. There is a lot of crazy drivers out there. Make sure you guys grab an Uber. Make sure you guys look at check your local surroundings and see what they have to help you guys not get in a vehicle and operate it while you're intoxicated. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys take care, be blessed, and as always, make sure you guys do your own research when investing in cryptocurrency.